Behind one ordinary door in one ordinary neighborhood a secret affair was growing like fire in the dark. But when love turns to obsession, and lies turn to rage, the ending can only be tragic. Welcome to English Stories with Sherry. Grab a cozy seat and let's journey through magical tales, classic stories, and everyday adventures all in English. Learning the language has never been this fun. Rahul and Meera had been married for 8 years. To the outside world, they were the perfect couple, smiling in photos, attending family gatherings, and posting anniversary wishes online. But inside their home, things were far from perfect. Rahul worked long hours as an engineer, often coming home late and exhausted. Meera felt lonely, ignored, and invisible. The warmth that once filled their marriage had slowly turned into silence. And then came Arjun, the new neighbor who moved in next door. Arjun was charming, friendly, and always seemed to know the right thing to say. He lived alone, recently divorced, and had an easy smile that made people feel comfortable around him. At first, Meera would only see him occasionally, a quick chat when collecting the mail, a casual hello from across the garden. But those small moments soon grew into longer conversations. She found herself opening up to him, laughing again, feeling seen, something she hadn't felt in years. It started innocently, sharing tea on the porch, talking about movies and life. But one evening, while Rahul was away on a business trip, Arjun invited Meera over for dinner. Candlelight, soft music, and two lonely souls who felt understood by each other. That night, a line was crossed and there was no going back. Days turned into weeks, and their secret meetings became frequent. Meera told herself it was harmless, that she deserved a little happiness. But deep down, guilt began to eat at her. She would delete messages, hide photos, and avoid Rahul's eyes. Every knock on the door made her heart race, every sound at night felt like someone watching. Rahul noticed the change. Meera was distant, distracted, often smiling at her phone. The scent of unfamiliar perfume lingered in the house. At first, he tried to ignore it. Maybe it was stress. Maybe it was him. But one evening, when he came home early, his worst fears began to take shape. He saw her standing by the window smiling at Arjun, who was standing outside, waving subtly. The look in their eyes said everything. Rahul's heart sank. He wanted to scream, to confront them, but instead, he walked away quietly, broken. Over the next few days, Rahul grew silent. He barely spoke, barely ate. Meera noticed, but she didn't realize how deep the wound had gone. Then one night, everything changed. A heavy storm hit the city. Power went out across the neighborhood. Meera was alone at home. Rahul had said he was working late again. Around midnight, there was a knock at the door. It was Arjun, soaked from the rain. He said his power was out, his phone was dead, and he needed a flashlight. Meera hesitated, but let him in. The storm raged outside as they talked. Lightning flashed across the sky, illuminating their faces filled with fear, passion, and regret. Meera confessed she wanted to end things, that she couldn't live with the guilt anymore. Arjun tried to convince her otherwise, telling her that what they had was real, that she shouldn't be afraid. Their voices grew louder, their emotions out of control. Then, another knock on the door. It was Rahul. He stood there, drenched, holding a small bouquet of flowers, in an attempt to fix things, to start over. But what he saw inside shattered whatever was left of him. Meera and Arjun together. In his home. In his life. For a long moment, no one moved. The air was thick with silence, the kind that feels like a storm before a disaster. Rahul's eyes burned with disbelief, then pain, then something darker. He stepped forward, trembling, as the thunder roared outside. Words flew, accusations screamed. Arjun tried to calm him down, but Rahul snapped. In the chaos, a struggle broke out. A glass shattered. A scream echoed through the night. When the neighbors rushed out, it was already too late. By morning, the police cars lined the street. Mira sat on the front steps, her hands trembling, her face pale. Arjun was gone. Rahul was taken away silent, broken, tears mixing with the rain. What exactly happened in those final moments, only the three of them knew. But one thing was clear: no one in that neighborhood would ever forget that night. Later, the story spread whispers of betrayal, guilt, and rage. Some said it was an accident. Others believed it was revenge. Mira moved away shortly after, leaving behind a home that once held love but now only echoed with memories. Rahul was sentenced, but the real punishment was the emptiness that followed him everywhere. The once perfect neighborhood learned a hard truth: sometimes, the most tragic stories aren't written in crime reports or news headlines. They're written behind closed doors, in the quiet spaces between love and loneliness. And as for Mira, every time she looked out a window, she saw that storm again: the flash of lightning, the moment her secret destroyed 3 lives forever. Because no matter how deeply we bury our secrets, the truth always finds a way to come out. And when it does, it can take everything with it. Thanks for listening to English Stories with Sherry. If you enjoyed today's tale, like, subscribe, and share with a friend learning English. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep learning, and keep listening.